Now let's go.
60 shots, RP to effects. I'm from the road, right off the grove.
Look, that's how I'm coming.
Where we at with him?
Oh, we on Riskyroad and shit. Fucking Bloodhound, fucking Drillz, all that. Spankers, so fucking head crack.
This Chicago,
Ain't going. She got a man, then also 20 in cash. Gotta make it a throw fast. Get in the middle and throw that dog.
Man, these Riskyroad shorties ain't had no choice. Born straight into it, right on the road. And you can't even cap about it. They really living up to that name. Getting busy, standing on business heavy out here. Think about the wild shit they doing. Catching a op lacking. Having 12 instantly get on their tail and blowing right back at the police while they scoop they mans out the cut and ghost the scene. Them double R shorties, they risky for real. But look, this ain't no new wave. This the deep hundreds, the birthplace. Same mud RONDONUMBA9 and his big brother Big Swirl came up out of. Before the youngins even started this new war, spinning on the Bloodhounds, NLMB, Drench Gang, and ShortyMobb. The foundation was already set. Four corner hustlers. They've been out here since the 90s. The old heads called it a risk for a reason, because stepping foot out here is a whole gamble. Walking through, driving through, just breathing on the block, you taking a risk. No risk, no reward. You locked in with Hood Edition. And today, we deep dive into the story of Riskyroad. But before we slide into it, shout out to the real ones blowing up that like button and showing love in the comments. Keep rocking with me, gang. Let's get right into it. Riskyroad is a set of four corner hustlers located on 10/4th in Maryland and Roseland. But to understand the road, you gotta understand the bloodline. This ain't no random crew that popped up overnight. This set traces back to a royal lineage, the Four Corner Hustlers. Back in the day, the big homies Walter Wheat and Freddie Gage laid the foundation on the west side back in the late 60s. But when the 90s hit, a 22-year-old chief named Angelo Roberts, aka Low, took the wheel. The FBI wanted him. The ATF wanted him. America's Most Wanted even put his face on television. But 12 never caught up to him. The streets got there first. Low was moving like a general, hyper-focused on expansion, and wouldn't bow down to nobody. Low was the youngest leader to ever run the Four Corner Hustlers, out here planning to blow up a CPD district with a whole rocket launcher. He was making too much noise out here, and at just 24 years old, his story ended cold. They found him frozen solid in the trunk of a whip over on the south side, with his throat completely slashed. Dude was ducking 12 for months after that police station plot, just to get backdoored and left in the cold. That's heavy street lore right there. But the mindset? The big money hustle, it was already planted. That energy traveled right down to the wild hundreds, taking root on 10/4th in Maryland. Back then, they went by Murder Maryland. They were a ruthless set of young 4CH standing on business. But the whole game flipped in 2012. A main face from the set named Ron Risky got caught and smoked over on 10/7th and Rhodes, allegedly by Bud City. To honor his name, the youngins dropped Murder Maryland and adopted the name Riskyroad. They also go by 10-4 Lick Squad, Donnie Mob, and BT Gang. BT, real name Brendan Temple, was a day one main face and very loved member from Riskyroad, and he was Risky Ron's blood brother. Back in the day, the link between the road and 600 was tight, thick as thieves. In fact, if you don't know the history, Riskyroad was the original mud that RONDONUMBA9 and his big brother Big Swirl came up out of. Even when Rondo started claiming 600, he was always back on the road. He had blood family there. You'd see them all deep in the cuts together. D-Rose, Rondo, Big Swirl, BT, and Rax Rude. RiskyRoad is a real stepper from Riskyroad, and he was a good rapper too. He had different songs with Rondo. The feds booked him for a 2022 murder for smoking a Black P Stone member named TJ, but Rude went to trial and beat the body. But everything changed on September 22nd, 2013, and it left a stain that never washed out. Rondo hit up BT and a shorty named Mackie to come chill over on the 6600 block of South Honore, right where Rondo lived with his mama. Around 6:30 in the evening, a whip full of Opps comes spinning the corner, letting shots fly. Rondo pulls his pipe and starts blowing back, but in the middle of that wild crossfire, Rondo accidentally strikes his own man's, BT, right in the head. Instead of trying to save him, Rondo and Mackie panic. They look down at BT bleeding out and start running his pockets. Stripped him clean of his tool, his cash, and his packs. Then Rondo puts the pipe right to Mackie's face. He told him, if anybody asks, the Opps did this. For a minute the lie worked. Rondo distanced himself, but Mackie, who was always a broke, down on his luck kid, suddenly started stepping out in head-to-toe designer. Pockets fat, playing high-stakes dice with the guys. The Riskyroad instantly got suspicious. You don't go from dirt broke to flashing heavy bags right after your mans gets killed. The guys stood on Mackie at gunpoint and pressed him. Fearing for his life, Mackie spilled everything. He admitted Rondo killed BT. The block instantly went into a frenzy. They banned Mackie, they banned Rondo, and they even flushed Big Swirl, forcing him to switch blocks and claim H block. Rondo actually had the nerve to show up to the funeral, and the Riskyroad shorties followed him outside, ready to leave him right there next to BT. But a random car accident happened right down the street, flooding the block with 12. Rondo got lucky. The road greenlit him citywide. But before they could avenge BT, Rondo and C-Day 22 shots went and caught that 2014 case for smoking that livery driver, Javon Boyd, getting slammed with 39 years. And as for Mackie, not too long after he tried to rob an off-duty police officer at a gas station and got permanently checked out of the game. After they lost BT, Riskyroad adopted the name BT Gang in his honor.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, what's been good with you and number 9? Shit, last time I checked, y'all was tearing shit up.
Yeah, we had our we had our run and shit, you know. That been the whole 2012 run and shit, you know. We made that I do it and shit, you know, all that little shit, but you know, a lot of shit changed, man. A lot of shit got real when I got locked up, you know. A lot of foo-foo ass shit, you know. Niggas switching up all type of shit, you know. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, yeah, we taking off though, you know what I'm saying? You know, niggas know where you really from though, you know. Niggas know where you really from, you feel what I mean? But that's a whole nother story though. You know,
Black Block.
You know, we got history in this shit, you know. Family history, shit like that, you know. A lot of niggas don't know what's going on with this shit, you feel me? You know, but like I say, a lot of niggas switch up, but you know, I'm Riskyroad at the end of the day though, you know, I ride mad, you know. But yeah, we was fucking shit up before I left, you know, I did that gang way. You know, some niggas did that with the truth, you know. Numbers was going, you know, everything was going smooth, but like I say, once again, got locked up, a lot of fool shit happened, you know. A lot of street shit, you know, nigga, you know what I'm saying? RP my homie BT, man. You know what I'm saying?
Year after year, Riskyroad, the double R, never slowed down. Same cycle, standing on the block, getting money, hitting licks, and moving packs. They kept their foot on the gas, and the shorties kept the music going too, with rappers like Risky Bands and RiskyRoad trying to put the block on the map. Back then, they were mainly beefing with a bunch of sets out in the burbs. They were giving out straight smoke, especially to Larryland, a mixed G, D, and BD set out in the south suburbs. That's where they ran into MAF T-Ski. Now, T-Ski originally came up from 99th and Princeton in the city before he moved out to the burbs with them MAF dudes, but he's definitely a BD from Larryland at his roots. He's a rapper, heavy in the music scene, even dropping Scoom the City with the late Lil Scoom 89. The heat between them got so intense it spilled over on social media and rap disses. There's literally a video floating around of a Riskyroad members chasing MAF Tski down while he running for his life.
Chaz running, check it out. On Risky, ain't this our rapper Tski? We finna kill your bitch ass, check it out, shorty. His head on the floor on 4 times. Man, check it out.
Who ain't no shit? Who ain't no shit? What's up? What's up?
Finna kill you.
What's up, bitch?
We finna kill you, shorty.
Who ain't no shit? Who ain't no shit?
You a bitch, check it out.
Your ass a bitch. And your ass a bitch too. On Risky.
Double R don't do click-ups. They don't need to. They stand on business all by themselves. But what they do have is blood. Out here, it's family over everything. Real cousins, real brothers, real blood ties connecting them to other blocks.
This Riskyroad, you know, it's the builders, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of shit happening in this motherfucker, you know. A lot of shit motherfuckers don't know about, you know. This originally was, this one of the Riskyroad at first, it's called the condos, you know. CTO, condos taking over, that's the old shit, you know. We was, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of history in this motherfucker, man, you know.
That's why they're super locked with their main circle. YFG, 95 Mob, 808 Mob, and BOG. On top of that, they keep it solid and show love to sets like 757, Young World, ESD, 8 Trey Mob, DP 12 Hunter, Pockettown, and Evans Mob. They got the backing, they got the bloodlines, and they got the heavy artillery. If you're looking for them, they usually posted at that Citgo gas station right in the heart of the hood. That's home base. Go over there any given day and you'll see the shorties just chilling, kicking it right inside the store like they own the joint. But don't think shit is sweet. Every last one of them is walking around with switches on them, ready to blow if anyone spins that parking lot. It's gotten so heavy out there that 12 keeps the block completely hot. You can roll past that Citgo right now and see squad cars already posted up in the low, sitting right there on the scene. The police know exactly what's going on, and they know who runs that pavement. But look, everything changed on October 11th, 2022. Before this day, Riskyroad and NLMB had their own separate wars. They weren't messing with each other like that, but one situation sparked the fire, and it set off a whole new era of bloodshed between the Riskyroad, 808, YFG, and 95 against NLMB, Drench Gang, ShortyMobb, and the Bloodhounds. We're watching a whole new drill wave unfold in real time, and it all started over a pipe. There was a 17-year-old shorty named Curtis Gatewood, known on the streets as 30 or LILCURTIS. He was from Hootie Gang over on 82nd and Coles, reppin' GBG, Get Busy Gang. GBG are the shorties of Hootie Gang and are real tight with ESD, which is Angel City shorties. But 30 was super locked in with the Riskyroad. His whole family was damn near from 104th in Maryland. One day, LILCURTIS caught Lil O from NLMB and Drench Gang lacking and stripped him for his pipe. But Curtis didn't just tuck it. He went and handed that stolen tool straight to Rigger from 083 No Limit. And 083 No Limit is one of the main NLMB ops. Next thing you know, Rigger hops on his IG story clowning him, talking about, tell Drench Gang Lil O to come get his pipe back. Lil O wasn't playing no games about his name. Just days later, on a Tuesday morning, around 8:30 a.m., LILCURTIS was walking down the 1900 block of East 79th Street, right in MTGO 79 territory, just trying to get to school. They did him dirty. 2 different cars boxed him in from both sides of the street. A stepper hopped out of each whip, stepped up, and stood directly over him. 12 later put out surveillance footage tracking the car from the hit. The shooter was driving the black car featured in the clip, but then things got strange. He hopped out of the whip, got onto a city bus, and then got right back off, almost like he was scouting or trying to lose a tail. 17-year-old Curtis was hit multiple times and pronounced dead at the Chicago Medical Center. After he fell, his crew Get Busy Gang formed the 30 Boys in his honor. But because Curtis had deep blood ties to Riskyroad, His death drew a permanent line in the mud. NLMB, Drench Gang, ShortyMobb, the Bloodhounds, and Burleyboyz started heavily dissing 30 LILCURTIS just to troll the Riskyroad and get under their skin. The disrespect went through the roof, the tension reached a boiling point, and the war was officially on.
He mentioned 30 and died in 30 days, shit 30 cursed him. I'll kill his ass in 30 seconds, that 30 burst him. Y'all play with us.
There's one thing you gotta understand about Riskyroad. These youngins are completely different. Most shorties out here will wait, creep up, and try to catch you low. Not the road. They pulling up, jumping out, and bailing on blocks where everybody's standing. But it cost them. If you look at their scoreboard, damn near all they fallen members ain't get caught lacking. They lose them on the drill. Every time they play offense, it's like a turnover. Don't get it twisted, they step. They handle their business and they got hard. But they got zero structure, no organization. They just moving straight off emotion. Nobody is successfully sliding on the road. They losing their own guys while they out trying to slide on others. And the wildest part, they'll do a hit, hop straight on the net, and expose exactly what they just did, what they doing, and what they about to do next. Just completely reckless. The streets don't care about your talent, your potential, or how fast you blowing up. When you chasing it out here, that smoke gonna catch you. And that's exactly what happened to Lil Scoom. Real name Assyrian Hogan. Shorty was only 18, originally from OTV before he started claiming Burleyboyz and GME. Shorty was raw with the mic, heavy like that old school 2012 drill era. But he was cousin to Vert from Drill City, which made him super locked in with NLMB, ShortyMobb, and them Bloodhounds. He was Lil Jeff and Q50's right hand, always in their videos, deep in the field with him. But Scoom crossed a major line. He started playing with the middle. He was locked in with some of 30 LILCURTIS's peoples, but then he turned around and heavily dissed 30 on the net. And you already know how Riskyroad treats that. They got zero chill, just straight crash outs. It all went down July 7, 2024, right around midnight on the 700 block of East 89th. Word on the street is the back door was wide open and a girl named Nene lined him up.
Long live 30, bitch. Get him. When I shoot got perfect.
Ring camera footage caught Scoom on the porch with a girl and his homie Lil Will from ShortyMobb. An argument broke out in the cut and them guys just started letting it spray. Lil Will got hit in both his legs, but Scoom took two straight to the chest. They found Shorty on the pavement and he closed his eyes at the UFC. But check how wild them Riskyroad shorties are now. When CPD responded to the shots, the shooters didn't even run. They blew right back at 12, letting off a whole 50 shots at the police and still got away clean. No arrest to this day.
4264 squad, just confirming, do we have a location where that person was shot?
Is that you trying to tell you that?
Charlie, just watch the 6 spot. Just, oh, try to please.
10-1-89 in St. Lawrence, shots fired at the police. 89 in St. Lawrence, shots fired
About
at the police.
700 East Side 89 place. 700 East 89 place. 10-1, they're shooting at the police.
10-1, they're shooting at the police. 700 East 89th place, they're shooting at the police. Need more cars over there. 700 East 89th place, they're shooting at the police. 10-1.
Allegedly, word on the street is CEO Turbo and risky bands from the road caught that score for 30. They immediately hopped on the net bragging and dry snitching about it. Now ShortyMobb and the Hounds are sliding heavy, screaming, scooming for Scoom. Come September, the net was completely on fire. Both sides was dropping disses left and right, but everyone already knew the road was the ones who put Lil Scoom to sleep. You had Bloodhound Q50 and Skrilla G hopping on Make Me Mad, rapping heavy about spinning the hundreds looking for a risky, talking about jumping out with switches and 50s.
50, spending the hundreds right now trying to catch us a risk. 50 jump out with 50, I jump out with 60. Big up, jump out with switchy.
But see, Riskyroad wasn't satisfied with just Scoom. They wanted a real, official Bloodhound face. So on September 25th, around 2 in the afternoon, they loaded up the whips and slid straight into Drill City territory, deep on the 7800 block of South Maryland. But remember what I told you about the road playing offense? Every possession is a turnover. The Hounds and ShortyMobb was posted, and they stood visual. When the road started letting it spray, them guys blew right back heavy. They blicked down the whole whip, catching a frontline Riskyroad rapper and main face right in the head. CEO Hawkem, real name Sharif Muhammad, only 20 years old. Hawkem was a heavily loved member who had ranked with the OGs and was tight with the shorties, especially dudes like Lil Quissy from The Road and Fatso from YFG. His homie got popped in the ankle, called his girl, and they dipped. The Road rushed Hawkem to Trinity before he got transferred to the UFC in critical condition. He survived for 3 days on machines before he officially closed his eyes on September 28th. Bloodhounds, NLMB, and ShortyMobb immediately started mocking him on the net, laughing because a main Risky member got smoked on a drill. But the Road are straight crash outs. They didn't even wait for Hawkem to die in that hospital bed before they went out looking for a lick back. Just hours later, September 26th, around 2 a.m., they caught the Hounds slipping on the north side. Q50, the Bloodhounds, and that Philly rapper Skrilla was outside Fort Knox Studios on Knox Avenue shooting a vlog with that YouTuber Brandon Buckingham. Right as they was leaving, Riskyroad pulled up and turned that whole sidewalk into a war zone. 12 came over the radio talking about 50 to 60 rifle rounds on the scene, everything you can think of. Nobody died, but Buckingham's cameraman caught a nasty neck shot, and word is Skrilla caught a slug to the leg. Immediately, Riskyroad and YFG hopped straight on the net, trolling Skrilla, telling him that clicking up with them Hounds is a straight death sentence. Once Hawkem passed, the Road started claiming CEO Hawkem Gang, and they go hard for it. The whole structure dissolved. The youngins on the south side completely linked up and started getting hyperactive. You had the shorties from Riskyroad, YFG, and 95 Mob forming a whole new alliance of crash outs.
And that's how we hit y'all block. On Miles, you come outside getting that ass baked. How y'all coming? Button on you? Come out, check it out, Dad. On Miles, you come out, that's how we hit y'all shit. This how y'all supposed to hit our shit, you know? One of these little out crib, on Miles, come outside, get your ass dropped. Shoot out the window, get your ass dropped. At it. Back at it. Hey, we ain't on phone them, Preston. We ain't on phone them, Preston. Hey, look, we just gonna terrorize the whole city. We making our way around. We making our way around. Rain camera too. Fuck your rain camera too. Got big hog, know what we do. We on Preston.
Lurie CEO on Hawkem gang. I have started that. You ain't never.
Leading the pack on the roadside, you got Lil Quissy, aka Baby Hawk. That's Risky Band's blood brother. Shorty is a main face, a rapper, and a certified stepper out here trying to clear his brother's scoreboard. Then you got Fatso from YFG. He's been deep in this beef with Lil Scoom, Lil Jeff, and Q50 for a long minute.
That's like bitch, he ain't no shit. That little boy better play his part. You know that? All kids, they ass down. I'm done giving kids passes. It's a wrap.
Shorty out here rapping, but he's really spinning and sliding with the Road, claiming he already got 3 hats to his name. But this war just got dirty. Q50 from the Bloodhounds crossed a boundary that turned the whole city cold. Q50 literally linked up with Fatso's baby mama and posted pictures on IG holding Fatso's daughter. Chilling with the man C just to troll him on the net. The streets called him bogus for that one, but Fatso hopped straight on the net saying, "Don't run out of town, 50.
Hey, what Queen say? Hey, what Queen say? Hey, what Queen say? Don't nobody wanna die. That's what I tell my granny every.
And you can't forget about Kman. He's Big Mex from Pockettown's little brother, and Shorty's name been ringing bells in the trenches for a minute. A real deal stepper who handles business and catches hats for real. Word on the street, he got 7 hats to his name. He originally came up out of Pockettown, but now he's heavily claiming YFG and Riskyroad, super locked in with them guys on the front line. At that same year, 2024, Riskyroad did a big-time interview, deep in the cut with all their members posted up, looking deep in the field for the cameras. But putting your face on the net when you're playing this game, that's a target on your back. Not too long after that video dropped, ShortyMobb caught one of them same exact shorties lacking in traffic. They could have smoked him right there, could have put him in a pack. Instead, they did him worse. They took out their phones. They recorded Shorty in a blue Spider hoodie, completely terrified, running for his life while they was pistol whipping Shorty with that pipe. Just straight humiliated him on camera. When that footage hit IG, it went completely viral.
You selling, why you just trying to back door?
How I just, hey boys, check it out, fool. No, hold on, let's have a real conversation, gang.
Yeah, we gonna have this conversation. You was in that Riskyroad vlog, all type of shit, bro. I can merch it, boy. I can merch it, this button gon'
Yeah, nah, hold on.
ShortyMobb and NLMB started mocking the road heavy, using that video to tear down their whole rank. It got so bad the road had to straight up ban the dude from the block. Risky Bands had to hop on his own IG putting out cleanups, talking about dude wasn't even a real member, just a bystander who got caught in the mix.
We don't know Shorty, we a pistol whip. We don't know him. He was brought and wanted to be in his video. We don't know him. My little brother posted that and said that the day we weeped him in the video. We don't know him, gang. And all these that's our people, gang. My little brother and them, gang. Looney don't even, gang. Come on, gang. Stop playing with little folks, bro. Y'all, you know, y'all see little bro turn, y'all trying to do some. He don't, ain't none of that, gang. Ain't none of that. We are talking about, gang. On Risky. Like, for real. Sorry, one eyes, gang, all that my name. For we catch one of you bloggers and saying Riskyroad name for somebody go poof again.
January 11, 2025. Munchy is the main face from ShortyMobb. Shorty really tried to catch a regular Uber right in the dead middle of a war zone. Just past 1 a.m., he's riding down the Dan Ryan Expressway near 31st Street when the Opps caught up to the whip. They let it spray heavy, hitting that ride-share whip with more than 26 bullets. Munchy survived the drill, but the lead put him in that chair. He was stuck in that rolling chair for a minute, but he's been hitting that physical therapy, telling everyone it's just a matter of time before he's back on his feet walking again. But you already know how the net works in Chiraq. As soon as word got out, the Riskyroad shorties and their whole alliance went to mocking Munchy heavy. It got so disrespectful that Kman straight up changed his IG name to I Know Why Munchy Can't Walk. Munchy didn't stay quiet though. He hopped right on the net to reply to the trolls saying, "Why would I hide it? This shit is temporary. Death is forever."
For a kill, diamonds be shining, bullets I make him a line, and knock his ass out Holyfield. Knock his ass out Holyfield. Me and my brothers, we do shit for real.
Tell him show you.
You can't fuck around, baby.
His ass can't walk. His ass can't walk, tell him show you. Oh shit, my legs don't work. My leg hurt. My name Munchy.
Say I had brother coming on my dead homie. And they gon' die soon. Or nothing they gon' die soon. Nothing they gon' die soon. It's this shit on non-stopping. Just for that one shit.
On July 2nd, 2025, the 95 Mob big homie, Drillz, went on a mission that completely backfired. Drillz was tight with Riskyroad, Pockettown, and YFG. Word is he and Lil Benji, who reps both YFG and 95, rolled into the hundreds to slide on the set Bloodbath. But the drill went left. Bloodbath stood their ground in self-defense. Someone in a dark whip caught Drillz in the 1200 block of South LaSalle Street, putting one right in his head. He closed his eyes at Advocate Christ Medical Center at 29 years old. The internet went crazy before the news even broke. Daro from Bloodbath hopped on IG 9 hours early, talking about, "I'm still alive, y'all. Somebody check on they people, though. They left his ass in the car."
Yo, you want to get mad at us?
Drillz.
Why is your homie trying to push up on us doing rookie shit? Don't push up on us if you're wrong, for now.
I'm waiting on the
Drillz,
waiting
bro.
on the wheels, man.
Fucking see you, gang.
Waiting on the woods.
We waiting on the woods.
Iron.
We finna flame his dumb ass right up. Gang, I don't get no. We out of town. We in Iraq right now, getting shit going on right now. We in Iraq right now, spanking shit, stumping on shit. Stop.
To the low push up, 4 chops in the car, little nigga ain't playing no games. But Drillz had sliding down, got left in the car, his head still in the backseat.
Even though Bloodbath did the spanking, NLMB and ShortyMobb hopped straight on the net to chase clout, mocking him heavy, saying, "Drillz died on a drill." But Drillz was loved by killers across 4 different hoods. You can't throw dirt on a man who got smoked yesterday and then think you safe to go pop bottles today. Less than 24 hours later, on July 3rd, NLMB was downtown celebrating a record release party for Mellow Bucks outside the Artist Lounge. Around 11 p.m., a black whip was lurking in the dark. Suddenly, the block erupted with the sound of Dracos tearing through the air.
I need love, I got love. I've been having love. Look. Yeah. Duck down, duck down. Hey, shoot like motherfucker, duck down. Police, right?
It was a straight massacre. 4 dead, 14 hit. They sprayed everything. Innocents, women, didn't matter. But the main score? They caught L-Peezy. He was an outstanding day 1 main face for NLMB. A massive loss for NLMB and a direct hit from the Riskyroad and YFG alliance. Right after the hit, YFG Fatso and Kman hopped on stories screaming, "Big Drillz!" The get back was instant. After the city got hot from that Mellow Bucks party massacre, the temperature stayed through the roof. You had Chaina, aka CMoney, who comes out of DottieRoad, and she's also the blood sister to Glizzy from DottieRoad and M60. That's a family deeply rooted in the mix. But CMoney fumbled big time in the middle of a hot war. She was spotted kicking it and riding deep with BabySplat from ShortyMobb. As you know, ShortyMobb is the main ops. So when the hitters caught BabySplat lacking in traffic, they didn't care who was riding shoddy next to him. When you hang around a target, you become part of the scoreboard. The shooters pushed up and went to letting off, letting it spray on the whip. Both BabySplat and CMoney caught that flying lead together. But miraculously, they both made it out alive. Fresh off the drill, CMoney hopped straight on IG to let the net know she survived, posting, "Thank you, God, for allowing me to still be here."
I ain't never ducked the shit. Bitch.
On September 1st, 2025, the war circled right back to ShortyMobb's front door. 2 Pistols, also known as TP, one of the main faces from ShortyMobb and Drench Gang, was posted up at a party near OBN territory around 36th and Cottage Grove. But when you got real rank, a celebration can turn into a trap in a matter of seconds. Just past 1 a.m., the block exploded.
This morning, Chicago police responded to a mass shooting near 36th Street and Cottage Grove near Ellis Park. Police say they got a call about a disturbance around 1 in the morning. Officers say they heard gunshots when they got there and moved to the area of the gunfire. 5 people were shot, including a 17-year-old who is in critical condition. This morning, crews worked on picking up the mess that was left behind. It's unclear what led up to the shooting.
Word on the street is that Kman and Lil D from the YFG and 808 Alliance rolled up deep with them Riskyroad shorties. 6 shooters bounced out of the whip at close range, completely intent on putting TP in a pack. They let it spray into the crowd. It was a straight mass shooting. 5 people got hit in the crossfire. But the most wicked part of the drill, they shot 2 Pistols' own mother, catching her in the left leg. TP took the brunt of that lead, catching shells straight to the torso and the neck. He got rushed to the trauma unit, fighting for his life while the net started buzzing. But out here, some people just defy the laws of these streets. It's wild to even think about. But despite 6 hitters bouncing out on him from close range, 2 Pistols survived that drill. Almost a year later, in 2026, Shorty is still walking and talking normally like nothing ever happened.
He got on a camper, you can't even feel his dick. TP got shot, and his mama fucked that shit. You already.
On February 4th, 2026, the war reached a level that turned the whole city cold. Risky Band's big sister, Gabriel Ayers, known on the block as Gina or Gabby, was riding in a white whip down the 79th and May with her boyfriend, Skull Money. Now, Skull Money is from B.O.G., a set that's super locked in with the road. But Gabby was no stranger to these streets either. She was heavily on the net, dissing dead ops and mocking the opposition. But out here, if they can't catch you personally, they're coming for the ones you love. A red car spotted them, gave chase, and forced their whip to crash right in a busy intersection. What happened next was pure daylight terror. 3 shooters hopped out and pushed up heavy on that car. One guy walked right up to the driver's side with a Draco, completely blicking it down. They knew exactly who was behind that wheel. Another shooter was at the back window letting it spray, while a third was shooting from across the street. More than 50 shots. Dozens of shells ripped right through that whip. Gabby caught several shots, and though they rushed her to Little Company of Mary Hospital, she closed her eyes at just 26 years old. Skull Money got popped too, but he survived. The most wicked part? Gabby's 1-year-old baby girl was sitting right in the back seat. It's a straight miracle from God that the baby didn't get touched by any of that lead, but she witnessed the whole thing. When that broad daylight footage hit social media, it went completely viral. ShortyMobb, NLMB, and the Bloodhound started mocking him instantly. You even had Turtle89 from ShortyMobb, who is Lil Scoom's blood brother, hopping straight on his IG stories playing a song called Opps Sister to mock Risky Bands. Bands is looking completely hurt on the net right now, and the whole city knows he's finna crash out over his big sister.
Oh my God. Oh my God. A child believed to be less than 1 year old is whisked away by a Chicago police officer Wednesday afternoon after somehow surviving this. We muted the sound, but cell phone video shows at least 3 people with guns run up and fire dozens of shots into a white car. The shooters then get into a red car, stop in front of the white car, and begin shooting again, then drive away, all while a child was helpless inside that vehicle.
Can we have an officer ride with the 1-year-old to the hospital?
Thank God that baby is so young, they probably won't remember this day, but that baby's gonna know that their mother was killed today. That baby could have been killed.
A 26-year-old woman inside the white car was shot several times and later died. A 27-year-old was also shot, but expected to survive.
They all had long guns. You know, it's just crazy.
The shooting happened at 79th Street in May around 1:30, just steps from Father Pfleger's St. Sabina Church. He was at the scene moments after the shots were fired.
And somebody needs to be held accountable. And if anybody knows who did that, I think we got some really good shots off the cameras on the buildings over there. I just want them caught.
See, these new Riskyroad shorties are completely backwards. They got the best and the worst drills at the same time. They be smacking Opps and putting that belt on them, yeah, but they losing their own guys just trying to score. In 2026, you can't just ride down an Opp block and start blowing like it's 2012. Everybody is on point, and the artillery is way different. Back in the day, dudes was toting Rugers. Today, you spin on a block, somebody is out there waiting with a switch or a flatback AR. On February 25th, 2026, Javel, aka Lil V from 95 Mob, another shorty who was tight with them Riskyroad members, learned that the hard way. He was only 18. Shorty and his crew rolled up to a gas station right near Hood Gang territory and spotted a van. They tried to bounce out and slide, but everything went left. CPD found Lil V lying right there on the concrete, still clutching a Draco. But here's the wicked part. Word from the scanners is he didn't even get spanked by the Opps. He got caught by friendly fire. One of his own guys got to twitching and hit him right in the head. He hung on in critical condition for 1 week before he closed his eyes. That's the second main face 95 Mob lost while trying to slide, right after Drillz got clapped the exact same way. The net didn't show a second of respect. ShortyMobb and the Bloodhound started trolling immediately. BabySplat even recorded a drive-by video of Shorty lying at that gas station with the Draco next to him, and Lil Nas from ShortyMobb straight up made Lil V his profile picture. Lil Speedy and Q50 went to mocking him heavy on stories, laughing because this is the third member from that alliance to get smoked on a failed drill. Look, we don't condone none of this gang banging, but somebody's got to tell these yuns the truth. Look at Lil Jeff, look at CEO Hawkem, look at Drillz, and now Lil V. They all got clapped on defense while trying to play offense. These dudes are bouncing out too fast without the element of surprise. They're using heavy artillery they can't even control. They wearing bright clothes and nobody is protecting their taco or wearing a vest. On May 12, 2026, it was the late Lil Scoom's birthday. Out here in 2026, the YNs don't buy regular gifts no more. They try to catch a score for a birthday present. So, ShortyMobb decided to put a line together to slide heavy on the Riskyroad and 808 alliance. They rolled deep in 2 whips, bounced out, and went to blowing. But like I just told y'all, the artillery today is way different and the blocks are completely defended. Riskyroad didn't freeze up. They immediately sent that lead right back. As soon as the shooters started getting blew at, they completely panicked. They tried to scramble back into their whips while taking fire, lost control, and crashed right there. The whole drill went horribly left, and they had to ditch the whips and hit feet. You already know the net was waiting. Risky Band hopped straight on his IG story, mocking the situation, posting, "They left their cars. How did y'all get back home?" Then Turtle, Scoom's little blood brother, jumped on the net to back up the score, screaming, "Get on here and type, but in real life, get blew down. Happy birthday, brother Lil Scoom. Scoom or die." Man, looking at all this madness, it's clear this war is still boiling heavy. It's still active. Honestly, the way these blocks are going at it, it reminds me of that old O Block and STL/EBT war. Same cycle, just a different year. So y'all tell me what you think about these YNs nowadays in 2026. Are they completely out of control, or is this just the only reality they ever known? Drop your thoughts below, gang. You locked in with Hood Edition. Stay safe out there, stay on point, and look out for your people. We out.